Hey everybody, Randy Pierson, Vice President of Life and Annuities with Core Marketing, and welcome to another exciting episode of Selling Life and Annuities. And today I've got one of our best marketers in the building, Brady Doppler, with me, and we're going to be talking about one of the most unmet needs by consumers, and that's long-term care and how we can address that with life insurance. Stay tuned. All right, Mr. Doppler, life insurance with LTC. Talk to us about the need. I mean, what is the need in this arena, and why is it increasing?
So one of the biggest things that caught my attention is not only is there a need, but the people who are in need recognize that they are in need, right? So I have some facts here in front of me. 74% of people ages 55 to 85 recognize that they will probably need some type of long-term care insurance.
Wow.
Okay,
3 out of 4.
3 out of 4. So the increase in demand is also driven by baby boomers getting older, right? So in the next 20 years, the population of over 65-year-old individuals is going to double, somewhere to the tune of about 71 million people.
Wow.
Who will possibly need long-term care insurance. So the market is there.
Wow. So 71 million people, and once again, 3 out of 4, needing some form of long-term care. Quick question. I mean, how many of those consumers currently have that need addressed?
Well, less than 30% of people have that need addressed. So that means 70% of that pool of 71 million people will need long-term care in the future. So it's a huge market.
So once again, we started the video by just mentioning that this is life with long-term care. I mean, how does life with long-term care differ from the traditionally sold long-term care products that are out there?
So traditional long-term care, a lot of consumers were turned off by it by a couple things that are major differences. How you fund the policy, how you go on claim, and how you use the policy, right? Traditionally, it was a use it or lose it type of product. Okay, so you pay into a policy, which is usually on a limited pay structure, which means higher premiums. Not many of these people who are needing long-term care have that kind of funds available to them. So it was a use it or lose it. You don't go on claim, you lost all that money. Whereas with life insurance with long-term care, you go on claim, it's indemnity based. Okay, so it automatically pays out as soon as you go on claim. You don't need to provide any receipts or anything like that. And a check will come to you, and premiums stop with life with long-term care. Okay, so once you go on claim, your premiums stop. And another huge thing that a lot of people overlook, a death benefit is involved. So if you happen to pass away, a tax-free death benefit will be given to your beneficiaries.
Excellent. You mentioned premium in your last sentence or two there, and I know that being a 35-year veteran in the business, bearing witness to this traditional long-term care space, I know that ever-increasing premiums were a huge problem. As a consumer, you buy a traditional long-term care policy, and you thought that need was met. The next thing you know, in a particular year, you get a 20 or 30% rate increase, thus forcing a lot of consumers to dump those traditional policies. So, let's talk a little bit about product and carriers. I mean, what carriers do we like to focus on in this space?
So there's a couple carriers that I focus on for different needs. Obviously, if you come with a client that maybe has a certain need or special need, then we may shift gears, but mainly we're dealing with Protective and their Extend Care rider.
Okay, very good. What's so special about Protective and this particular rider?
Well, the rider is, it's a long-term care rider that is indemnity based. So we kind of just touched on that. No receipts are needed to go on claim. It's an automatic payment come to you, and you stop paying premiums when you go on claim. Typically, how I like to look at it is you trade $1 for about $3.50 on this side.
All right,
Every $1 you spend, you're going to get $3.50 out of
Excellent.
the back.
And I love Protective. Protective's been around forever. I've done a lot of business with Protective myself over the years. So what other carriers though are out there with some solutions? I mean, what other carriers might we bring to the table if an agent has a case with a special need?
Sure. Most notably, carriers that you all have probably heard of. John Hancock has a great long-term care rider.
Okay.
Minnesota Life also has another great long-term care rider that you can throw on the products.
Right, very good. And I know we also, this is a little bit different than the conversation we're having here, but products through carriers like One America, Nationwide.
Sure.
There are those carriers, particularly if you've got clients that have large single premium situations that like to take money out of one pocket and put it in the other. All right, fantastic. Well, listen, so how would an agent, if they wanted to learn more about this subject matter, they wanted to educate themselves, how might they utilize or best utilize the resources at Core Marketing to go about that?
So we're actually going to do something different here for the first time. Actually, in my tenure here at Gordon Marketing, I've been here for 5 years. We've never done anything like this. We're inviting agents, you the agent, you can invite your clients onto a special consumer-focused webinar to help to let them hear a pitch from Gordon Marketing. Let them hear it from us. We have professionals in the business, including myself and other people on my life and annuity team, who will be giving a pitch, explaining to the client the need and how we're going to solve that need. And all it's going to take is a follow-up from you, the agent, to request an illustration, which would come through us again. We're going to have recorded webinars, so you don't actually have to make them hit a specific time to be on a call, but we will have recorded webinars that we can send out, sample illustrations, whatever you need to get the ball rolling.
Wow, that's impressive. So we've taken marketing, life and annuities sort of to the next step here, and that is assisting the agent in reaching the consumer, demonstrating or illuminating the need, discussing the solution, and really teeing up the sale for them. So listen, if you're an advisor out there and you want to sell more life insurance and would like to leverage these products, life with long-term care benefits, please be sure and reach out to us. You can certainly contact me, Randy Pierson at Gordon Marketing, but more importantly, you can reach Brady Doppler here at our office. We're more than happy to assist you in any way, shape, or form in growing your life sales. So that brings this episode to Selling Life and Annuities to an end. We very much appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Be sure to click like down at the bottom of the video and subscribe so you make sure that you see all of our new content coming out every Tuesday, by the way. Thanks and have a great rest of the day.